Alright, moment of truth. God, I'm nervous. Okay. Holy fucking shit, we got it. We got it. It's working. Place finger, you got it, my boy. Hell yeah. Oh shit, what happened there? Oh, the mouse must be unconnected, but shit's not focusing. Okay, so the battery thing, the battery power works. Thank God. Alright, it looks really bad. In this camera, I'll record a better version for that. Okay, but now here's what I'm thinking. Oh fuck. Okay, guys, we've made it this far, right? Okay, I should show you the other feature. Let me just fix this real quick, and then I'll show you. You can see under there that's disconnected, so we just gotta pop those back. Oh shit. Fuck. Jesus. There we go. There we go. That should work. No? Should we get it restarted, or what you want from me, boy? What you want from me? Oh, there it is. Alright, it's kind of fucked up a lot, but gotta fix it. Oh, there we go. Okay. Here we are. Now you kind of missed a little bit of a little something, but basically if you go into like one of these squares, I mean the right one specifically, this whole slew of this kind of menu opens up. I really recorded on a better one, but this menu opens up and you can navigate it using this bad boy we put in. So if it focuses, you can just go like that. Like scroll through. It's actually really cool seeing it have. Okay, it looks really fucking cool. Like in this camera, it looks fucking retro. Oh my god, I love this. I'm so glad I made this. Okay. And right now I have it hooked up, so if I press this button, it kind of just goes back, and the mouse is fucking around again because oh shit. Okay, we go back again. And it's back, and now if we see the mouse does work kind of, but the joystick thing is really getting on my balls right now. It's not working really well, but I mean it's a mouse. I mean you can go slow with it, you can go fast with it, you know. I put in a lot of code into like making the animation shit smooth, but the joystick isn't working because this place is so fucking dusty. There's a shit ton of dust in there and it's messing up the sensor values, and it keeps doing this. I really want to replace it, but I don't have any means to get a good one right now because this one I salvaged from a controller I thrifted, but and the ones you can like buy from the hobby stores, they suck ass, man. They're so bad. They're made of plastic, their values are all over the place, they suck, right? But these ones are really precise. I got this one out of like a RC drone controller thing, and it has worked wonders, but now there's a shit ton of dust in it. It's causing me a lot of fucking trouble. So I've got to change that. Other than that, you see, this switch is fucking sick. I'm planning on adding 2 more of these here. One will be for a caps lock, so we can, you know, type in all caps and no caps, and then this one will be, I don't know, miscellaneous. This one, I don't know, fucking, this one will do something. I don't fucking know, right? But other than that, okay. I wanted to fix these two, this and, oh god, I really don't make sense, do I? I sound autistic. I should go out more. What was I gonna say? Right. One of the other improvements I'm planning on making before finishing this is this light is always on for the temperature sensor. It really like distracts from the rest of. I really don't like this, so I'm gonna figure out a way to like turn this off and only turn it on when the thing asks for, you know, place your finger. Other than that, let's see what we got here. What I'm planning on doing is right now there's only 2 boxes here, right? I'm planning on there being a whole slew of boxes. And in each of the boxes there's gonna be a menu. Like for example, this is like a really like a fake one. I added like documents, and there's all these documents that don't really mean any. I mean, how is date and time a fucking document, you imbecile? Jesus Christ. Focus, Jesus. Missile defense check. Get over yourself, man. Anyways, ordinance VI. I wonder what that is. What was I gonna? Jesus, what was I gonna? Right. So, what I'm planning on there being is there's gonna be like real documents, or at least pictures, or some sort of things. Like here's gonna be documents and pictures and, you know, shit like that. And when we choose, like for example, right now we're on dactylograph databases, right? And so the option we're on, the information about that option will be shown on this display. For example, you know, the time it was made, or its file size, and, you know, shit like that. So as we change this will also change, but right now this is causing me trouble. This isn't working, which is a problem, and the one that I plan to fix. I have a lot of fixing to do before I pull this off. And that's one of the things that, you know, that's one of the main killers of progress, is just seeing how much you have left. But I've noticed in a tendency that when you instead choose to look at, you see it's glitching right now, it's because of the fucking dust. When you choose to look at how far you've come rather than when you choose to focus on how far along you are rather than how much you've left to go, it's really like, damn, I did all this. I mean, look at this. This is more than like a year's worth of work on individual parts. You know, how the fuck do I make the keyboard work? How the fuck do I write the code to make the keyboard, like arrays, and, you know, every part of it was so like, this isn't easy. This was hard, and it took like a year. Like, I won't say constant effort, because I worked on it on and off, but I've been working on this for more than like a year and a half now, and seeing all these individual parts just like come together in this way, it's really something, man. Like really. Right. Also, yeah. So right. This square is where the file will be displayed. So for example, if it's a document and we choose to open it, well, nothing happens because I haven't fucking programmed it yet, but supposedly there's gonna be like a document that shows up here, or if it's an image will show up, or another thing I'm planning to do is to, since the ESP32 has Wi-Fi, we can since the ESP32 has Wi-Fi, we can add, we can like add a bunch of, we can hard code a bunch of websites in. So for example, like you see there's a list of documents here. There could be a list of websites you can go and, you know, fuck around on. Obviously we can't, like, there's no way for us to load a website here per se, but we can go to websites and get data from those websites. So I think it's called scraping. So basically, if we wanted to, you know, check the weather forecast or something, we could go to the weather, like that shit, and then get the data and display. We would just have the numbers, but we would have to write our own user interface, or like, you know, shit, here's the animation and stuff, or we will be in charge of choosing how to display it. Same for other websites. I'm really I have a few cool websites in mind. One of them is the death clock. So you know, I don't know if you guys know, but there's this website online which you add your like age and shit, and it tells you how likely you are to live, basically. If you don't get in an accident or something, you know, they ask you if you exercise, how much do you weigh, how much, you know, shit like that, right? And then they predict how long you would probably live, and then I'm planning on adding that here. Also, if I wanted to, I could add an AI, like, you know, but honestly, I've grown to hate the word AI. It's so overused. It's everywhere. I hate it. I don't want AI near this machine. All right, this is gonna be a good old classic project. This is gonna be like a free computer, an off the radar thing. That's why I was hesitant to add internet in the first place, because you know, I really want this thing to work no matter what. Like, I want none of the functionality to be dependent on anything other than just electricity, if that makes sense. So, you know, if there's no Wi-Fi, well, you can't use this. I mean, I wanted this to be an off-the-grid type of thing. Like, I could take this shit out of the box 50 years later, and it would still work. I didn't want there to be other dependent. I didn't want this to be dependent on any external infrastructure. Just wanted to be a standalone device which I could take out, you know, years from now, still bust it out, still, you know, go around on it, you know, explore. I don't know what's to fucking explore for me. I fucking made it, but you know, show it to other people maybe, or I don't know. Yeah. Now the question comes, what do you do about these two olds you got here? Right now they just say surprise mofo, and then the second oldie say double surprise mofo, ha ha ha, with 2 exclamation marks. I still haven't changed those. They've been there since when I first tested the OLEDs to see if they work, and if they did work, I'll be like, surprise mofo, you know, yeah, fuck. Right, so here's what I'm thinking. The first one I'm thinking should be a prompt command type deal. So this is where you would type shit. This is where the typing would happen, and when you hit enter, then it gets loaded onto here for whatever reason. So for example, if you wanted to say this is too complicated for something very unoriginal, like, you know, saving a text file, but you know, you could theoretically type it out over here and then hit enter, and then it gets loaded onto this display where it gets saved into a new file. Maybe, you know, that seems very difficult to code, but you know, I didn't think I could code this menu thing, but I did it, and I did it myself. Well, I had to learn a few basic concepts in C, like a fucking do you know how fucking atrocious my programming was before? I'll tell you. Okay, this is my. I don't give a fuck if this is boring for you. You know, no one's gonna probably watch this anyway. Anyways, you see this. My original program was just like a fucking slew of repetitive if statements of like if the sensor value is between this like this coordinate and this coordinate, then you have to light up this coordinate, else you turn it off, and then the same for the next one. So it was just like 24 total statements, and it was just a bad code. But after taking a few CS50 lectures, I realized that it could be solved with a simple for loop. So my big brain, I mean, this is probably gonna be, this seems like common sense to like anyone, but for me I felt really smart doing this. Or what I did was I made an array with all of these strings, like, you know, an array of 12 strings, and then I used a for loop to step through the array, or basically, step through each of these coordinate ranges. So like the y coordinate from here to here, or here to here, or here to here. Step through them and see if the value from here is within them. If it is within them, whichever one of these ranges the value from this linear potentiometer falls into, you go to that corresponding address in the array, right? And then you display the string that's at that address, and display it with the reversed color. So if it's black font on white background, and the rest are the same. Jesus, what's the time? Alright, okay, so yeah, as I was saying, I'm thinking this is sort of like a command prompt thing. Maybe we could add like a Linux type deal here. We could just like type commands and then have it do some shit. I don't fucking know, man. And then over here, over here I was thinking we have like general shit like battery life and I don't know, and time. That that's important. So this is for like general details like battery life and time, and I don't know what weather. I don't want to do that. That's cringe, man. But anyways, yeah, I've still got some work here, but I'd say I'm 85%. Oh, that's cool, isn't it? I'm 85% done. Project 85, prototype 85 rather. Damn, it's so crazy looking at this thing. God damn, that is really some. That's how it sits onto there. Obviously, it sits a little better than that, but.